So Steve, I really appreciate you taking the time with me today and to chat a little bit about your real estate experience and how we work together. And I'm grateful that you've trusted me with a lot of your real estate. I was actually looking at it the other day. You spent over about $8 million with me, and I really, really appreciate that.
Yeah.
So, and you're trusting me with your family, and I know that's an important decision when you're spending the kind of money you do on a home.
Yeah, well, we appreciate it, and we appreciate the fact that you take your time. Not every client's easy. I know I'm personally not that easy. And at the end of the day, I love the fact, and I know that our family loves the fact that you treat our money as if it was your money.
And I appreciate that, Steve. And sometimes I can't take all the credit for that. I feel like that I have a team, and I think, you're familiar with my friend Steve Golden at Campbell and Brandon. Lawyers, the right inspectors.
Yeah, the partnership. So problem arises that we're unaware of, just like it did on Canton Street, where we have the easement issues, not just one, but 3 easement issues. So we're calling Golden up, and we're calling your other people up, whether it's an engineering company, they always respond to you. And I love the fact that you're able to communicate to them without always having to get me on the phone. And you also include me on those phone calls and on those emails, which is extremely important, is the transparency that we entrust not only our money, but it's all the decisions, and you do the walk with us. And your team in general are still available to us, and we are still going back to the builder even today, 3 weeks into this. We're still going back to them, and you're following up, and that your assistant's following up for us is super important, because there is that communication. And I think that is the difference between you and we've had other agents before, is the response, is the caring, is the knowledge, and all those things that cultivated over the 20 plus years that you've been doing this helps me relax. You're there after the process. You don't just take the check and just walk away and move on to the next client. And even that there's times that we're not your only client, of course, you're still there for us, even if it's still not necessarily your responsibility. And we love that is from your perspective as an agent. We didn't always get that agents prior to you. We kind of got the brush off, actually, of our agents just wanting to make the money on us, and it was kind of left to us. And that really, I left a bad taste in my mouth. So meeting you, creating a relationship over the last 8 years.
And a lot of my clients, I've always been known to tell the truth. Whether it's good or bad, I'm going to tell you the truth of what your property is worth. And you've always trusted me with that, because so many people want to overprice their house.
And you allowed me to organically figure this out. And I think that was probably part of whether you'll tell me that or not.
Well, some people have to self-discover.
Yeah, and that discovery for me just took time. But you said, hey, slow down for a second. It's just making the deal right. Again, going from 2.6 to just adjusting it to 2.3 was, a good part of why this property made sense for us.
Well, I really appreciate all of your time today, and I really appreciate you trusting me, with all of your real estate process and maneuvering through that all the years.
Yeah, well, thank you. Appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir.